An unexpected visitor. My nephew walked in during my playtime, true cheating tale. Before we begin the story, make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss more incredible stories every day. My phone's open, Tyler says at the doorway. Pizza boxes stacked in his arms. Eyes locked on Mia's chat thread glowing on my screen. The preview is big enough to read from 3 steps away. Lobby at 7:40. I'll bring the key. I feel my chest tighten the way a server room sounds before a breaker trips. Silent, charged, inevitable. I'm Alex, 31, an IT tech at a clinic. My days are updates, backups, and coaxing stubborn machines back to reason. My nights are simpler. Make dinner, run, game with my 22-year-old nephew, and laugh at how he narrates every play like a sportscaster. Lately, Mia's been training late, setting her phone face down, silencing the ping that used to make her smile. I've chalked it up to stress, to the long winter, to the way relationships shift and adjust their weight. But now Tyler looks at me the way you look at a loose tile you finally step on and hear it click. I reach for the phone, and a new line elbows in. Same spot, same plan. I can't be seen upstairs. The text preview keeps growing, and my comm keeps shrinking. I met Mia 2 summers ago at a weekend charity run, both of us sweating under an angry July sun, high on cold water and finish line music. She had a laugh that unfurled people. I had an easy job description. I keep doctors from losing their minds when computers won't boot. We moved fast, but not reckless. Shared bills, shared playlists, shared arguments about dish racks and where to keep the coffee grinder. Then drift. Little white lies that seemed like lint. Harmless, ignorable. I forgot. It's nothing. A month ago, she'd quipped, "Not everyone gets to be a hero for printers," and the room heard the echo longer than my pride. I told myself, sarcasm lives where exhaustion lives. But she stopped tagging me in stories, started cropping her nights into vague shapes. Gym, team drinks, client thing. My stomach felt like a folder marked miscellaneous, too untidy to open. Tonight was supposed to be simple. Tyler, pizza, co-op shooter, our dumb tradition. Yet here he is, pink-cheeked and unsure, pointing at the message that changes the gravity in my hall. I hear a car door slam outside like a sentence hitting period. The first red flags were receipts that didn't fit the outfits. Lift charges to neighborhoods where her gym doesn't exist, a cash withdrawal at 8:12 p.m. The same night, she texted me, running late after Pilates. Silence in the chat where she used to send me blurry photos of mismatched socks or the cat balancing on a chair. Then a new phone case appeared, sleek and dark. She called it a work backup, though she's a brand manager with a single office line and a company laptop. When I asked to test its Bluetooth with our car, she laughed too bright and said, "Babe, it's locked down by IT." That's my job. I know what lockdown looks like. I also know fear when it wears the mask of convenience. I kept dismissing the alarms the way you click, "Remind me later," on an update you don't want to install. Now Tyler is here, and the update has arrived whether I want it or not. "Should I put these down?" he asks, holding the pizzas like they're evidence he doesn't want his fingerprints on. The smell of pepperoni turns metallic as a new buzz lights the screen. On Mia's public feeds, shadows started to talk. Boomerangs of clinking glasses with strategic elbows. Gym selfies where a second pair of shoes hides just off frame. Stories with timestamps that don't match what she tells me in the kitchen. Friends asked, "You two okay?" in the soft tone that means they've seen something you haven't. I built rationalizations like scaffolding. Campaign season is brutal. The team's social calendar is a treadmill. Brand launches eat evenings. But then her explanations trip over themselves. "We trained till 8, she says, wearing an outfit untouched by sweat. "We grabbed quick tacos," she adds. The receipt later shows a hotel bar. Tonight she texted at 6:03 p.m. "Don't wait up. Early gym night." At 6:41, bank app alerts chirped, a pending $142 charge at the Harborline Hotel. "Alex," Tyler says quietly, "I think this is for you." On the lock screen, the next message unfurls. Room 318 again. "Use side entrance. Lobby cam's too obvious." I feel the floor dip as if our hallway hides an unseen stare. "Whose are?" Tyler asks, because the name above the thread is just the letter and a flame emoji. My throat goes dry. It could be anyone. I lie. Because lies are contagious when you're trying to quarantine panic. He sets the pizzas down and lifts a windbreaker from our coat hooks. It's not mine. It's not Mia's. It smells like a Jim's lost and found, clean and nowhere. In the pocket, Tyler finds a plastic sleeve holding a keycard with a black stripe and harbor line faded on the corner. The sleeve has a sticker, 318. I take a photo with my phone, then anchor myself in habits. Label the image, note the time, 7:02 p.m., and slide the card back where it was. I shouldn't be here early, Tyler says. If you want, I can bail. I shake my head. You're fine, I manage. We'll play after I sort this. You want me to come? He asks, meaning more than a walk, meaning you want a witness. I breathe shallowly, because the air feels rented. On my screen, another text lands. Don't forget, the side door sticks unless you pull hard. I open my banking app and scroll through her half of the shared card. We Venmo the rent and utilities, but she keeps a personal card for treats. Harborline last Tuesday, $142. Harborline the Friday before, $89. A ride share to Brookline Garage East, the back lot near the hotel's service entrance. A second Venmo account with her initials plus a punctuation mark I've never seen her use. Transfers labeled class fees and rehearsal snacks. Tyler watches me the way a medic watches breathing, counting, measuring. You okay? He asks. I nod, but the yes feels unlicensed. At 7:18, I text Jenna next door. Weird question. Did you see a black Camry stop by our place this week? She replies instantly, Mon/Tuesday late. Same plate both nights. You good? I answer, I will be. On Mia's dresser, hidden under a scarf, I find a slim phone I've never seen, powered down. In the crack of its case is a tiny folded note. R. Mon/Wed Lobby. Friday garage. Call if running late. I take a photo, my hands suddenly very old. Somewhere below my feet, a car horn honks twice, sharp as an accusation. I build a breadcrumb map like I diagram a network. Dates, charges, plate numbers, names. Tyler sits at the kitchen table, reading out loud the timestamps I call for. Our voice is a steady ledger. Lift, Thursday, 8:57 p.m. Drop at Harborline, he says. Gym selfie posted 9:05 p.m. With geotag Midtown Fitness, I answer. We pin inconsistencies to a calendar on my tablet. I record a memo to myself. Pattern, Wed Friday evening. Duration 2 hours. Locations within 6 blocks. Are likely parks off-site. Jenna knocks softly and steps in with a notebook. Camry, partial plate 4NZ, she says. Saw it again last week. Same driver in a baseball cap. She glances at Tyler. You okay being involved? He nods. He's my uncle. I photograph the keycard sleeve, the note, the dresser phone. Evidence isn't dramatic. It's quiet, repetitive, heavy as coins. I plan the next move. Confirm the room with the front desk or catch the lobby handoff. What would you do? I ask them. If a single card weighed more than a promise. The world answers with a calendar alert. Mia, training 7 to 9 p.m. Blinking like a dare. Mini twist, ugly in its neatness. The burner phone boots with a 4-digit code I crack embarrassingly fast, her childhood street number. Inside, a signal chat under our shows brief, efficient lines, side door at 40, bring card, no lobby tonight, busy, Friday garage. There are Cash App screenshots, $60, $80, $120, notes like rehearsal, stretching, lesson. The phone has location turned off, but the photos aren't careful. In one, a blurry corner of room 318's art print, blue waves over white, is unmistakable. There's also a selfie of a forearm with a thin leather bracelet, masculine wrist, unfamiliar watch face. I don't need a face to feel sick. I need the repetition. I don't know why. Adrenaline, being seen, a thrill that sandblasts ordinary days, but the what is now mapped. Tyler leans over my shoulder. If this was a game, we'd be at the boss door, he says. But this isn't a game. No. I say, it's maintenance. He frowns. Like at work. Like fixing something by admitting it's broken. The burner buzzes once more with a line that freezes me mid-breath. The message reads, running late, 7:50 instead. Use garage, lobby as guests. I feel the choice present itself like two buttons in a flood. Confront now and risk her denying, or collect until the story can't wobble. I choose the second because I don't want to lose to cleverness. I gather what a professional would want. Screenshots with visible timestamps, photos with the newspaper date beside the keycard, a quick video of me opening the burner and scrolling the chat, my voice reading entries aloud. I text lawyer Grant, my friend's uncle who once gave me free advice about a rental dispute, hypothetical, documenting infidelity, best practices. He writes, don't trespass, don't harass, don't record private audio without consent, document public places and your own property. Keep a contemporaneous log. I start a log. Time, place, action. Jenna volunteers to come, to stand in the lobby and sip a tea like exterior lighting. Tyler asks again if I want him there. Yes, I say, as far as the sidewalk. I pocket the keycard sleeve as a plan clicks into its unforgiving shape. Mia senses something by the way animals sense storms. At dinner yesterday, she'd glanced at me too often, then too long, as if my face had become a mirror she disliked. You've been distant, she started, weaponizing concern. Work? I answered, which was a truth small enough to be believable. You always retreat into your little systems, she pressed, palm on my wrist. Life isn't a spreadsheet. Neither is trust, I said quietly. She blinked and smiled like a shutter. Tonight, as I lace my shoes, she texts, phone dying, gym till 9. I almost reply, I know where you'll be, but I eat the line and save the appetite for evidence. Tyler stands by the door, baseball cap on, eyes serious. You don't owe her your softness, he says, surprising me. Outside, the air is clean and unkind. We walk toward the hotel with our plan small and solid, like a key. Halfway down the block, Mia's silhouette appears ahead, turning toward the Harborline garage. We duck into the cafe across from the hotel. Jenna picks a window seat with a view of the side entrance. She stirs tea that doesn't need stirring, which is another version of courage. At 7:47, the black Camry noses into the alley, hazard lights blinking twice. Mia hovers near the garage ramp, phone in hand, hair tucked behind one ear the way she does when she wants to be recognized without admitting it. A man in a cap steps out, leather bracelet visible, no words, just the practice slide of a keycard from his pocket to hers. Two people who have rehearsed replacing names with motions. I start recording video, narrating the timestamp, the handoff, the direction they walk, side door, not lobby. We cross the street. I hold the keycard sleeve I found earlier. It's the same make, same sticker shape, like twins who learn different secrets. Excuse me, I say, voice steady. You dropped something. They both turn, and for a heartbeat, I see Mia's real face, unprepared. Alex, she says, forcing lightness. This isn't what you think at all. We stand in the hotel lobby under quiet lights that make honesty look expensive. Let's not do this here, Mia hisses, but I'm already doing it. I show her the screenshots, the bank charges, the calendar, the burner with the chat to R. Room numbers are just numbers, she says, reaching for indignation like a coat. Then why the side door? Why the cash tags? Why the keycards? I ask. The man, R, steps back, adjusts his cap, says nothing. Jenna, calm as a metronome, says to the front desk, we need to confirm a room for a noise complaint. And the clerk, flustered, glances at a monitor. 318 shows occupied. He mutters before training returns to his face. Mia's mask slips. Fine, she says, brittle. I'm not cheating. I'm practicing a routine with a friend. He hates attention. We book rooms to avoid crowds. You bought a private room to avoid a public gym, I say, but brought receipts to my house. R finally speaks. You're humiliating her, man. I breathe once and count to 4. The humiliation started the moment you both asked for the side door. Fallout begins in small, brutal chores. I pack a bag, jeans, work polos, my toothbrush in a Ziploc because my hands forget the drawer with travel kits. Mia cries in the kitchen, tears as convincing as they need to be, saying, it isn't what you think, and I felt invisible, and you love your routines more than me. Each sentence is a nail, and I'm a wall deciding where to hang pictures in a different apartment. Tyler texts from the hallway, want me to stay? I type, go home, I'm okay. He replies with a thumbs up that looks like a life raft. At work, I'm tired and efficient. Machines don't ask why you unplug them and plug them back in. Friends split into camps. The ones who say, you did what you had to, and the ones who say, relationships are messy. Are you sure? I am. Jenna drops off a casserole like a neighbor in a Kinder movie. I changed the passwords to everything we shared, and to the one thing we didn't, my sense of enough. When the quiet finally arrives, it's loud enough to fill the bedroom. Healing is paperwork and choices. I book a therapist because grief needs a witness who won't audition for forgiveness. Lawyer Grant reviews my log and says, you documented cleanly. You stayed on your side of the line. We draft a simple property agreement to split furniture and deposit returns. Mia signs after 2 edits, her pen scratching like a tiny animal behind drywall. My new routine is both heavier and lighter. Run, work, cook, call Tyler to play, sleep. I set boundaries that read less like walls and more like guardrails. No shared trackers, no mystery phones, no late-night vagueness dressed as hustle. I donate the windbreaker to a shelter after removing the sleeve. I keep the keycard in a manila envelope labeled, kept to remember, not to reopen. There's a morning where the light arrives without negotiating with me, where the coffee tastes like coffee and not like an argument. I walk past the harbor line, and it's just a building. For the first time in weeks, my heartbeat doesn't pace a lobby camera. Here's what I learned. Dignity is quieter than drama, and truth is easier to carry when your pockets aren't full of almosts. I'm an IT guy, not a poet, but maintenance is love, backups, patches, honest logs, and shutting down processes that eat CPU until the system heats and fails. Mia wanted a movie, I wanted a home. We both deserved a mirror. If you're watching this and you feel the wobble, don't gaslight your gut. Gather facts. Ask for straightforward answers. Accept that I don't know is an answer too, but it can't be your address. I picture the future as our co-op nights with Tyler. Clean screens, open mics, no hidden accounts in the settings, laughter that doesn't make anybody else disappear. I won't mistake adrenaline for love again, or secrecy for safety. Maybe that's the only twist with a happy ending. Choosing a story where the final reveal is simply peace. And then my phone buzzes with an unknown number that knows my name.